you guys, it is me, Laura. I'm a homeschooling mom of 3 kids ages 3, 8, and 11, and today I have a really fun book haul for you. I have books from Book Outlet, I have books from Amazon, and I have a stack of books that my mom sent me. She is cleaning out her house. She's a retired teacher. She's taught kids from kindergarten all the way up through I think her last level was like 6th or 7th grade. So she has books for all of those levels and grades and ages, and she sent some along to me, so I will share those with you as well. So we're gonna start with our Book Outlet books. And one, I know I've mentioned before, of course, I am every month kind of making myself look less and less authentic in this claim, but I'm trying really hard to be more careful about the books I'm buying and not having way too many books. I just love books though, so it's really hard for me. I'm trying to clean things out and take more of a minimalist approach. I don't think I'll ever be a full-on minimalist, but books are hard for me. But one type of book that I do like to purchase is holiday books, because when it comes to holiday times at the library, it's very difficult to get the books that you really want if you want specific books, and so I tried to purchase those. So I got a few from Book Outlet. I think a couple of you have been using my link, and I appreciate that. There's a $5 off coupon below. It used to be 10, but it's 5 now. So if you use my link and it's your first purchase from Book Outlet, you get $5 off, and I get $5 off, and then you can share your link with friends, and anyway, that's kind of how it works. And yeah, I got all of this stack of books, I think, including shipping and everything, was $40. So the prices there are absolutely amazing. These are all, except for one, are hardback books. So it's just incredible. So anyway, first one I got is this Laugh Out Loud Holiday Jokes. I have one child in particular who takes after my father and absolutely loves jokes. So I thought this would be fun. I plan to put it in our holiday book basket, and I'm guessing that he will pull this out and have a good time with that. This one, I was actually shocked. This is Amelia Bedelia Wraps It Up, and I was expecting this to be just a regular I can read kind of Amelia Bedelia book of this when she was a little girl. They've got a series of that, but it's actually a chapter book. It's a holiday chapter book, which is really fun. It's an illustrated chapter book, so there are some pictures in it like this, but I was actually excited when I found out that this is what it is. I think that my 3-year-old, who is going to be 4 next week, she'll probably be 4 by the time I post this video, but I think she's really going to enjoy listening to this too, which is going to be really fun. So there is that one. This one is one of my new favorite Christmas books. It's called The Most Wonderful Gift in the World, and it's about Ismay and Bear who get a present that's not for them. It's for Bunny Boo Boo, I think is her name. I'm not exactly sure. I don't remember. I'm bad with names. But she, so they decide that they have to find the bunny and take the gift to her. So they look and they find signs that point them to the right way. They have to go through challenges and scary parts, but they know that it's important to get this gift to who it belongs to. And when they get there, they find out that they're the gift and the gift of friendship. And it's just such a wonderful, sweet story. So this one's a good one. I highly recommend. This one, so sometimes when you get books from Book Outlet, they do have stickers and things like that on them. I will take this one off. You can just use heat, like an air blow dryer or something, and slowly peel it off, and you won't even know that it's there. But this is a really sweet one. It's the Christmas Fox. It's a traditional Christmas story kind of approach, except it talks about all these animals who are going to see the new baby and what they're bringing for the new baby. And all throughout the book, Fox wants to go, but he starts playing or getting distracted by various things here and there. And come to find out, he just didn't know what he had to give. But when he came, he brought baby Jesus joy. And this is a book about coming to Jesus just as you are. So it's really sweet too. I love foxes, so yeah. This one I have not read yet. It's called I'll Love You Forever, and it's wintry and polar berry. It says, I'll love you forever, I'll always be near, to share in the laughter of each passing year. Though seasons may turn, bringing sights new and strange, my love is the one thing that won't ever change. So that's this book here. I thought it looked really sweet. This is one that I actually have on a list. We are going to be doing an immigration unit study starting in January. And this is the Ellis Island Christmas, and I expect that we will read this then too, but I thought that it would be fun to put this in our book basket and we can read it during our Christmas theme, and it'll kind of open up their minds a little bit to prep them for what's ahead, even though, you know, it's not really, I mean, it doesn't have to be anything formal, but I thought it would be nice because I know that this is something that we're going to be studying soon. It'll just be another hook that they'll have to wrap their minds on, so I picked this one up as well. And the last one I got at Book Outlet, I'm not sure if this is going to be a Christmas gift or what I am going to do with it, but it is the Bone Collection Human Body. This is actually for my 3, almost 4-year-old. Like I said, this might end up being a birthday gift or a Christmas gift, but she is obsessed with bones and x-rays and all of those things, and she'll even tell people now that when she grows up she's going to be an orthopedist. So I purchased this and it looks really awesome. So it's got information in here about bones, and I think this is a level that she will definitely appreciate. Let's see what else. It's got skin and nails, the largest organ, the torso. So it just kind of looks at all the different bones. It talks about what's inside bones and all kinds of stuff. It's really, really, really interesting. Blood in the lymph system and how all this goes through bones, and really, really cool stuff. And then in the back, sorry, Lily just came in, so I had to get her out, obviously, because I don't want her to see this. But it's got all that information. And then in the back, there's like this box part here, and when you open that up, there are these cardboard pieces that have a skeleton that can be put together like this. It's got the full body. So this we might wait on a little bit. I don't know. See, until she's a little older, but I think the rest of it is going to be really good for her, and I think that she will absolutely enjoy this. So yeah. All right. So that is what I got from Book Outlet. So next I'm going to move on to books that I purchased from Amazon.com. So I got a couple books for my devotions, and this first one, you'll be like, wait, why'd you get that? If you've watched any of my others, but Mere Christianity by C.S. Lewis. I did recently get a collection of all the signature classic books, and I thought that they were individual books. It was all in one volume, and I tried to read it, but it was just, for these kinds of books, it was just too much all in one, and I was having a hard time like really wielding the book, and it felt like, I don't know, it just wasn't working. So I passed that book on to somebody else who could enjoy it, and I am just going to get them, I guess, one at a time. And this one is Mere Christianity, so I'm going to start with that. This one is called Dear David, Is Jesus for Real? This is a little one. I am almost done. Well, I'm about halfway through it. But this is the story of Andrew Lee. This is an email that he sent to someone who asked about how he knows his faith is real, how he why he became a Christian, and it's a little bit about his journey from Christianity out and then I think back again. And so I'm kind of reading this and just, yeah, curious about it, and yeah, so there's that. This one I got for our book basket for our Christmas unit. It's Christmas is Coming, Traditions from Around the World, and it literally just has all kinds of Christmas traditions from around the world. We are doing a little bit from the Gather Round Christmas Around the World unit. We'll probably do a couple countries each year, and I thought this would be just a fun addition to add to our book basket as well. This one I had on pre-order. It is the new Zoe and Sassafras. It is Wishy Puffs and Hiccups. That's what it's called. So we have the other Zoe and Sassafras books, so we'll be adding this to our collection, and I think I am going to be building a unit study around the ones that we have yet to read, because the kids really want to do that and they think it'd be fun, so we'll see. This one is Heartwood Hotel, The Greatest Gift. This is the second book in the series. I think there are 4, one for each season, I believe. So we're currently reading the fall one, and we will be done with that in probably just a few days. So then we're going to follow up with this one. The kids really wanted to get the next one. We might read them all. I doubt it, because I'm trying to keep things Christmassy, but I think this would be really fun to read this time of year. So this is another one, History Smashers. We had checked out the Titanic History Smashers from the library, and we read it with our last unit study, and the kids really, really enjoyed it. And we'll be studying this time period soon, so I thought this would be a fun one to put in our book basket for when we're doing that part of American history. And yeah, it's just goes through and tells about history and looks at some of the things that people think about it and some of the things that are true and some of the things that aren't. And then in the end, it does some truth smashing and anyway, or not truth smashing, myth smashing, I guess it's called. But they have several books in the series. There's this one, I think there's one on plagues and sicknesses, and there's the Titanic one. There's Pearl Harbor, the Mayflower. I think that's all they have right now. I hope they come out with more because they're really good. And they are written by Kate Messner. Yes. And then this is another Christmas one I got called Bear Stays Up. We had the Thanksgiving Bear book for Thanksgiving that I went through with my little one, and she enjoyed it. So I think we're going to do this one together as well. That is it for Amazon. And the last bit of books that I'm going to be showing you is the books that my mom sent. And I don't know much about some of these books, but other ones I do. This is one that has actually been on my wish list. It's called Blood on the River, Jamestown 1607. There are, I think, at least 2 more in this series of books. And I really just wanted to read it because there's not a whole lot of books set in this time period. And this one, seems to be pretty highly recommended in general, so I thought I would read it. Just talks about 1607 and the Jamestown colony. So I don't know what the perspective is in this book. I don't know. I'm gonna have to read it, but there it is. This one is called A House Divided, and I'm sure my mom included this for my middle child who loves the Civil War. By April 1863, the Civil War had been raging for 2 years. On their sleepy farm in Gettysburg, 16-year-old twins Suzanne and Stephen are alarmed by the news that Confederate forces under General Robert E. Lee are threatening to invade the North for a strike at Washington, D.C. Rebel forces in the Union capital? Is it possible? Frustrated with farm life and itching for action, Stephen runs away to join the beleaguered army of the Potomac to fight for Johnny Reb. Suzanne is left behind to care for her embittered great uncle and super sister's great aunt. Separated by war, death, and disease, the twins maintain a correspondence, but little do they know that Union and Confederate forces are both converging on a small town for a battle that may determine the outcome of the war, a town called Gettysburg. So there you go. So the next one from my mom is this Helen Keller book. We studied a little bit about Helen Keller. These books, you guys, are really great for kids who are in chapter book level. This is not an easy read. Let's see, does it have a grade level on here? It doesn't, but it does have a lot of pictures and images, which can really help some kids get through the text a little bit better. But this one is about Helen Keller and her life. This is one that my mom asked me if I wanted, and my kids have been enjoying writing poetry, and so it's just a rhyming dictionary. I remember using these a lot, and so I thought this would be a good one to put on our reference shelf so that they can use if they are doing some poems. And the last one is the Renaissance sticker book. I actually don't have enough books from this time period on my shelf, and this is an Usborne sticker book that once they're done, we keep them because they're kind of like informational books. So we'll go to like, here's an artist's craft, and all of these lightly colored images, there's matching stickers in the back, so you can put those on so we can read through this and then keep it on our bookshelves as just a nice little book about the Renaissance. So those are all of the books that I have for you guys today, and I hope that you had a wonderful Thanksgiving and that you are enjoying prepping for whatever holidays you might still be celebrating in this year, and I hope that you guys have a great day. I'll talk to you later. Bye.